Letting go of the past is one of the most challenging, yet liberating experiences a person can go through. The past, with its web of memories, mistakes, regrets, and moments of pain, has a tendency to grip tightly onto our thoughts and emotions. It shapes the way we see the world, the way we see ourselves, and it often dictates our actions and reactions without us even realizing it. But as much as the past has influence, it is not where we live. We live in the present, and we have the power to shape our future. To truly live a fulfilling and peaceful life, one must learn how to let go of the past and move forward with clarity, intention, and strength. This process is not about erasing memories or pretending painful experiences never happened. It's about changing the relationship we have with those memories. It's about acknowledging the past, understanding how it affects us, and making a conscious decision not to allow it to control our present and future. First, we must understand why we hold on to the past. People often hold on because the past contains unresolved emotions. Maybe it was a betrayal, a failure, a loss, or a moment of intense embarrassment or shame. These emotions, if not processed, get stuck within us. They keep replaying like a broken record, reminding us of our pain and keeping us from moving forward. Another reason we hold on is fear. The past, while painful, is familiar. The future is unknown. Letting go means stepping into uncertainty, and for many, that's scarier than staying in a painful memory. Additionally, some people wear their past as an identity. It becomes part of how they see themselves. I am the person who was cheated on, or I am the one who failed, or I am the child of divorce. These labels become self-fulfilling, and letting go of them feels like losing a part of oneself, but growth requires us to shed old skins. Holding on to the past keeps us anchored to a version of ourselves that may no longer serve who we are or who we want to become. So how does one start the process of letting go? It begins with awareness. You cannot let go of something you do not acknowledge. Take time to reflect on what part of your past is holding you back. Is it a specific event, a relationship, a failure, a belief? Naming it is the first step to gaining power over it. Once you've identified it, allow yourself to feel. Letting go doesn't mean avoiding your feelings. In fact, the only way to heal is to go through the emotions. Cry if you need to. Journal. Talk to someone you trust. Sit with the discomfort. Emotions are messengers. They come to tell us what needs attention, what needs healing. By allowing yourself to feel, you begin to release the emotional charge tied to the memory. The next step is acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean approval. It doesn't mean what happened was right. It means you recognize that it happened, it's in the past, and no amount of wishing can change it. Acceptance is a choice. It's the choice to stop resisting reality. Resistance creates suffering. Acceptance creates space for healing. Forgiveness is often a key component in letting go. This can be the hardest step, especially if someone hurt you deeply. But forgiveness is not about them, it's about you. Holding on to anger and resentment poisons your soul. It ties you to the person who hurt you. Forgiveness is cutting the cord, it's freeing yourself. And sometimes the person you need to forgive is yourself. We are often our harshest critics. We blame ourselves for what we did or didn't do. We carry guilt and shame like a heavy cloak. But the truth is, you did the best you could with the awareness, tools, and understanding you had at the time. Be gentle with yourself. Self-forgiveness is an act of courage. Changing your perspective is another powerful tool. Often the way we remember the past is distorted. We focus on the pain, the loss, the betrayal. But can you also find the lessons, the strength you gained, the resilience you discovered? Every painful experience carries within it a seed of growth. When you shift your perspective from, why did this happen to me, to what can I learn from this? You reclaim your power. Practicing mindfulness can anchor you in the present. The past lives in your mind, not in reality. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts without judgment, to bring your attention to the now. Breathing, meditation, and present moment awareness help you detach from the grip of past memories. They create space between you and your thoughts. And this space allows for healing. Setting boundaries is another crucial part of moving on. Sometimes the people around us keep dragging us back into old patterns, old identities. You have a right to protect your peace. You have a right to walk away from relationships or environments that trigger old wounds. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, who see you for who you are becoming, not just who you were. Creating a new vision for your future helps shift focus from the past. Set goals, dream again, find something that excites you, that pulls you forward. Whether it's a new hobby, a new relationship, a new career path, create something that belongs to the future, not the past. Let this new vision be your compass. Celebrate small wins. Healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel free, other days you'll feel dragged down again. That's okay. Every step forward matters. Even deciding to try is a victory. Acknowledge your progress. Be kind to yourself on the journey. Letting go also involves decluttering mentally and emotionally. What beliefs are you holding on to that no longer serve you? I'm not good enough. I'll never be happy again. I'm broken. Challenge these beliefs. Where did they come from? Are they absolutely true? Can you replace them with more empowering beliefs? I am healing. I deserve peace. I am worthy of love. Rewriting your inner narrative changes everything. Visualization can be a powerful exercise. Close your eyes and imagine placing your painful memory in a balloon and releasing it into the sky. Watch it float away. Or imagine yourself cutting a rope that ties you to a heavy anchor. These mental images help signal to your brain that it's time to let go. They may seem symbolic, but the brain responds to symbols. Practice them regularly. Seek support when needed. You don't have to do this alone. Therapy, coaching, support groups, books, there are countless resources available. Sometimes we need someone else to guide us, to hold space for our healing, to mirror our strength back to us when we forget. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You are not weak for needing support. You are human. Practice gratitude. This may seem counterintuitive when you're hurting, but gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be small: a kind smile, a good meal, the sun on your face. Gratitude rewires the brain. It softens pain and opens the heart. Letting go is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. Some days the past will whisper louder. Some memories may return. But every day you get to choose how much power you give them. You get to choose freedom over bondage. With time, the grip loosens, the pain fades, the memory remains, but it no longer controls you. You carry it not as a burden, but as a badge of resilience. In the end, letting go of the past is about choosing life. It's about choosing peace, choosing love, choosing growth. It's saying, I will not be defined by what hurt me. I will not stay stuck. I will rise. I will heal. I will live fully. And that choice, made over and over again, becomes the foundation of a new, beautiful, empowered life. As you continue the journey of letting go of the past, you may begin to notice subtle but powerful shifts within yourself. The weight you once carried may start to feel lighter, your thoughts may become less clouded by regret, and your heart may begin to open up to new possibilities. This transformation is not always dramatic, but it is deeply significant. It's in the moments when you choose peace over anger, when you resist the urge to dwell on what was and instead embrace what is, that true healing occurs. One of the most profound realizations you can have in this process is that your past does not define your worth. Too many people equate their mistakes, failures, or traumatic experiences with their value as a human being. But you are not your worst moment. You are not the sum of your regrets. You are a living, breathing, evolving soul with the capacity to grow, to change, and to rise above whatever has tried to hold you back. Learning to let go also requires a deep sense of trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and sometimes trust in something greater than yourself. Trust that as you release the old, you are making space for something better. Trust that healing is possible even when the scars are deep. Trust that you are on the right path even when it feels difficult. This trust is not blind. It is built step by step as you witness your own resilience and strength. Another essential element of moving on is reclaiming your narrative. For too long, your story may have been centered around pain or betrayal or disappointment, but you have the power to rewrite that story. Instead of saying, I was abandoned, how you might say, or I learned to stand on my own. Instead of saying, I failed, you might say, I discovered what doesn't work and found a new path. This doesn't mean denying what happened, but it means framing it in a way that empowers you rather than diminishes you. Cultivating self-compassion is also critical. There will be times when you slip back into old thought patterns, when you feel sadness creeping in again, or when memories unexpectedly resurface. In those moments, be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend. Say, it's okay to feel this way. It's part of healing. I'm doing my best, and that's enough. Self-compassion turns the journey of letting go from a battle into a gentle unfolding. Take time to nurture yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The body holds on to trauma and stress. So engaging in practices that support your well-being is vital. Exercise, healthy eating, deep sleep, nature walks, breath work. These are not luxuries. but necessities. They ground you in the present and remind your nervous system that you are safe. Emotional nurturing might include creative expression, talking with trusted friends, or spending time with those who uplift you. Spiritual nurturing could involve prayer, meditation, reflection, or connecting with something that gives you meaning. One of the gifts of letting go is discovering your inner power. When you stop being a prisoner of the past, you reclaim your energy. You begin to see that you are not helpless, you are not stuck, you have choices. Every day you wake up with the ability to create a new reality. This realization is both liberating and inspiring. It shifts you from victimhood to ownership. Another powerful practice is to create rituals of release. This can be symbolic but deeply moving. You might write a letter to your past self or to someone who hurt you, expressing everything you've been holding inside, and then burn or bury the letter as a way of releasing it. You might perform a small ceremony under the moonlight where you speak out what you're letting go of and set an intention for what you're inviting in. These acts send a clear message to your subconscious that you are ready to move forward. Embracing impermanence can also help with letting go. Everything in life is temporary. Joy and pain, success and failure, relationships and seasons, they all come and go. When you internalize this truth, you stop clinging so tightly. You begin to appreciate the beauty of the moment without trying to freeze it or control it. You learn to flow with life instead of resisting it. This acceptance of impermanence brings peace. Surrounding yourself with positivity can significantly support your journey. Fill your environment with uplifting books, music, quotes, and people. What you consume emotionally and mentally has a direct impact on your mind. Choose content that inspires growth, that reminds you of your strength, that helps you envision a hopeful future. Declutter your space of anything that keeps dragging you back into old energy. Create an environment that reflects the life you are stepping into. As you continue to heal, you may find that your sense of purpose becomes clearer. Often, our most painful experiences shape our deepest passion. Someone who experienced abandonment may become a source of stability for others. Someone who survived loss may become a guide for those grieving. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means transforming pain into purpose. When you use your story to help others, to uplift, to inspire, it gives meaning to your journey. It makes the struggle worthwhile. Embracing forgiveness, not just once, but as an ongoing choice, helps cleanse your heart. Some wounds may need to be forgiven repeatedly until they no longer trigger pain. That's okay. It's a process. Each act of forgiveness chips away at the walls built by resentment and sorrow. Eventually, love and understanding seep through the cracks. You begin to see the humanity even in those who hurt you. Not to excuse their actions, but to free yourself from the poison of hate. Developing emotional intelligence can further empower you. As you grow more aware of your triggers, patterns, and emotional responses, you gain control over them. You learn to respond rather than react. You understand your needs more clearly and can communicate them effectively. Emotional intelligence helps you set healthier boundaries, form deeper connections, and navigate future challenges with grace. Practicing detachment is also valuable. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. It means not being overly attached to specific outcomes, people, or identities. It's about loving deeply but without clinging. When you practice detachment, you remain centered even when things don't go your way. You recognize that your peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. Detachment brings freedom. Another way to solidify your healing is through gratitude for the journey. This doesn't come easily at first. How can you be grateful for something that caused you so much pain? But in time, as you see how the past has shaped your growth, as you recognize the wisdom it brought, you begin to appreciate it. You may even thank the experiences that broke you because they also built you. They forced you to become more resilient, more compassionate, more alive. Staying grounded in the present moment is an ongoing practice. The past often sneaks in when we're idle or stressed. Create daily rituals that anchor you. Start your day with intention, meditation, journaling, prayer, or simply breathing deeply and setting a positive tone. End your day with reflection and release. This routine keeps you focused on the day where your true power lies. Learning to say no is another act of self-love. As you let go of the past, you also let go of obligations, roles, and expectations that no longer fit who you are. You have a right to protect your time, energy, and heart. Saying no to what drains you allows you to say yes to what nourishes you. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Celebrate your rebirth. Each stage of letting go brings a new version of you. Honor these shifts. You might outgrow relationships, change careers, move cities, or discover new passions. Let the evolution happen. Don't cling to the old version of you out of comfort. Step boldly into who you are becoming. You don't owe anyone the same version of yourself forever. Be unapologetic in your growth. Practice patience. Healing takes time. There is no set timeline. Don't compare your journey to others. Some people move on quickly, others take years. What matters is that you are moving at your own pace with integrity and awareness. Every step matters, even the slow ones. Trust that the process is working, even when you can't see immediate results. Letting go of the past is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It frees your mind, opens your heart, and allows your spirit to soar. It doesn't mean the past didn't matter. It means it no longer controls you. You honor it, you learn from it, and you move forward. Life is too short to be spent in the prison of old memories. The present is calling, the future is waiting. You are not your pain, you are not your past. You are a warrior of healing, a builder of dreams, a soul in flight. The journey to let go is not easy, but it is worth every step. You are not alone. You are strong. You are becoming. And in this becoming, you will find everything you've been searching for. Peace, joy, love, freedom. Keep going. You've already come so far. The best is yet to come.